Okay then, so let's take a look at these two setups now. You can see on the left hand one first, so you're very hunched sort of posture, very rounded. Not really going to make it very easy for you to rotate and use your body as we discussed in the session. So you can see now as a result of that poor hunch rounded backswing length, not too long, not really able to create a lot of speed, just throwing your arms at that golf ball there now, striking the golf ball as we can see on the outside part of the ball, inside part of the club, and the ball just shooting off low to the left. So the main focus we discussed, obviously, it's setup. Once you've gone through those sort of three things as the setup from address is going to be, we're going to focus now on getting this posture much more in a straighter position here with the back, much more over the ball, as you can see here on the right hand side. Now, because of that, there's a much better chance for you to rotate. And we can see now as the club goes back, the engine's able to move the torso, the body. You can start moving the body, and as we said, hinging the wrist now as that club goes back. So the club now is going back much further, creating more energy, creating much more of an angle for that club now to come back in the golf ball. And as we can see, as a result of that swing that you're making now, the club can track back down that green line really nicely, back in the golf ball, hitting the ball there, well up the middle part of the screen, as you can see, nice and high, so good connection with the golf ball, and then twisting through onto that left side. So much fuller swing with that golf swing entirely. So the main thing, as I say, focus on that posture, getting a much better setup there with your spine angle. Mirrors are going to be a great help, reflection to see kind of where you're at. As I say, if you can keep sort of screen grab of that, and just when you go down the driving range or even in the garden, just practice with this sort of position there with the body, much straighter, arms hanging down, etc, etc. Also, then you can put the two tees as we showed you either side of the golf club, and just practice for a couple of minutes a day, just swinging between those two objects, just striking the ground. And once you get used to that feel of where that club's going to be coming back time and time again, then it'll be a lot easier for you to be striking the ground consistently when the ball's in the way, get that golf ball up in the air, flying further and straighter. So I hope that makes sense, buddy. Any questions, give me a shout, but I'll catch up with you next lesson. Cheers, Sam.